According to Russian military propagandist Alexander Arutyunov, who hosts the Z-channel Razvedos, at least one group of Russian servicemen in Syria has found themselves surrounded and cut off from their main bases in the region. The situation, he says, looks extremely critical since there is no military way out of it. They have no chance of breaking through on their own. There is nowhere to expect reinforcements, writes Arutyunov, describing the situation of the cut-off servicemen. This group is presumably deprived of both air support and the ability to join up with other units. The encirclement of Russian troops has become a symbol of the deep crisis in Russia's Syrian campaign, which is facing serious problems amid the collapse of Bashar al-Assad's regime. The only chance to save the servicemen remains a political situation. Arutyunov expressed hope that our compatriots will not be forgotten, emphasizing the seriousness of the threat the group faced. They won't forget in the literal sense, he added, hinting at possible tragic consequences if Moscow fails to reach an agreement with the new forces controlling the region. The Z-propagandist does not write directly but hints that the surrounded Russians will be able to survive only if Erdogan helps Moscow or if negotiations with the rebels take place. However, until recently, the Kremlin regime has been launching missile and bomb strikes against them and calling them terrorists. The chances of successful negotiations are minimal. Russians publish videos of the rebels and write that they are preparing to attack Latakia, where the Russian Kharkiv airbase is located. CNN Turk reports that Russia has asked Turkey to help withdraw its troops from Syria, where rebels have toppled the regime of Moscow ally dictator Bashar al-Assad. The Kremlin is trying to withdraw all personnel from the battlefield except for 2 military bases. According to the channel, Russia has already submitted a request to Ankara to help organize the safe exit of its military. Obviously, the Russians will withdraw their manpower from the battlefield, with the exception of the Tartus naval base and the Kharkiv air base. The TV channel reports it appears that Russian military personnel will be sent to a region controlled by Turkish forces and then flown to Russia by air. The influence of Iran's puppet forces in Syria has also long since diminished, CNN Turk notes.
A battle took place between Ukrainian Sea-Baby drones and aircraft, helicopters, and Raptor missile boats of the occupying Russian army in the Black Sea, near Kerch Bay. This is stated in the information of the Security Service of Ukraine. Marine drones of Ukraine, Sea-Baby, with machine guns mounted on them fired on Russian helicopters and airplanes in Kerch Bay on the night of December 5th to 6th. That night, a group of Ukrainian drones engaged in a battle with Russian helicopters, planes and patrol boats, Raptor, which were trying to intercept them. The Russians sent helicopters to fight off the sea drones in the usual way, but they unexpectedly opened fire on them. As a result of the battle, the enemy suffered losses in killed and wounded. The helicopters received significant damage and require major repairs. These data became known by radio interception. As indicated, the Russian pilots considered themselves hunters and counted on an easy hunt, but they became the prey, because the sea drones opened fire in response. It is noted that the newest Sea-Baby were equipped with large-caliber machine guns with ballistic programs for automatic guidance and auto-capture of targets. The intercepted Russian radio exchange indicates that there are dead and wounded on board the helicopters. The helicopters themselves received significant damage and now require major repairs, Ukraine said. Also, Ukrainian drones reportedly hit a barge carrying military equipment and equipment for the repair of the Crimean Bridge, which the invaders are still unsuccessfully trying to put in order after the past explosions of the Ukrainian Special Service.